All right, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Greek Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And yeah, today, I just want to tie this lesson. This place is finished. You know, this so-called white man, his power structure, it's finished, man. It's through, man. You know, and it's being known because we actually see the symptoms, of a downfall of a kingdom, man. We actually see the certain symptoms, the certain things that's what causes the downfall of a kingdom, of a rulership, of a power, you know. So, matter of fact, let's before anything, let's get the definition. This the word symptom. It says a physical or mental feature, see, which is regarded as indicating a condition or disease, particularly such a feature that is apparent to the patient. See, so meaning what? It's going to be clear. It's going to be something that's going to be made manifest and show the certain condition that you're in, man. Look at the similar words, manifestation. See, indication, indicator, sign, mark. And we see the different signs that that show us that this place has been removed, that this world is about to be moved, man. What it say, prodrome? Let's see, prodrome. Let's see what it says. Okay. Salakia. Bear with me. All right, this is the word prodrome. It says an early symptom indicating the onset of a disease or illness. See? And hey, we see it now. And guess what? It's in late stages now, man. It's in late stages. So, because, hey, this place is finished. It ain't like, matter of fact, let's start off with something real quick. Let's get this in the book of Jeremiah. Which that's pretty much the end on this right here. This word. Who's the last part? It's a sign of existence of something, especially of an undesirable situation. See, and what's the undesirable situation? You falling out of power, man. That's the undesirable thing. A miracle, the end of this place. So let's get this in the book of Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51. In verse 8, it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. See, suddenly this place fell off, man. It's not like you're gonna get a 3-day heads up when the destruction comes. It's gonna come suddenly. Just the whole status of this place is suddenly crumbling and falling apart, man. The minds of the people, you already know the people, they just gone, their minds gone, the animals, the food, the water. This place is finished, man. The government and its structure. These people don't even look at these leaders that like the presidents, like Creepy Joe. It shouldn't be no reason. This man, he supposed to be pretty much the face of a superpower, and this nigga nickname is Creepy Joe. So to let you know the status of this place, So it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. See, which we know this place is not going to be healed. And that's the Lord pretty much, you know, playing with you, man. Because all these stimulus checks, it was an actual blank sign into law, the rescue plan. But guess what? The Lord has smitten this place with a very grievous blow. And it starts by the way of the prophets. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's get that real quick. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 6, verse 5. It says, therefore have I hewn them by the prophets. See? I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. See? So the Lord have hewn you by the prophets. This place have been pretty much been hacked away at. The different lies, the very pillars that upheld this place, it's been hacked away at, man. Truth has now finally set upon the planet Earth. And that was one of the things that maintained this man and his kingdom was by the way of lies. That's why it tells you truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. So that lets you know it was a point in time where truth was suppressed, because that was going to be the kryptonite of the devil. That's why. Matter of fact, it's, and thy judgment are as the light that goeth forth. See, so light is being shed on this thing now. Light is being shed on this, man. That this place is finished. So let's go back to Jeremiah. But the Lord have smitten this place by the way of the prophets, because before the Lord do anything, it's spoken first. He decree it first. Then it happens. So we, started by the way of the apostles, the elders, was decreeing the downfall of this place, and we continuing in that legacy. And now you seeing it happening, man. It ain't no bouncing back from this. You tell somebody they're gonna die, it ain't like when you die, you got to give up tomorrow and do what you got to do. No, man, you dead, and that's what you see now. This place is finished, man. So it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. See, forsake her, and that's the mindset. You see these other nations, they pretty much just getting their money and going, man. They getting reports back. Yeah, this place smell funny. You on the wet bathroom to go in. This is actually we in the the belly of the beast, man. We're in the depths of this is a crazy place. And you seeing the status of the money is about to be worthless. The same thing you taking pills with, you're gonna be wiping your ass and throwing it in for the fire, man. This is what we at in the game of this thing, man. The end of America, the end of the so-called white man, the end of this system, man. But it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not here. Forsake her and let us go, everyone to his own country. See, and you seeing it. Even now, you got Israelites waking up, man, and we're going to our own country in the spirit by the way of repenting and walking the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why I tell you that we're going to be gathered from the west unto the east. Well, it started by the way of us getting his word first, man. But it's going to manifest to us. The Lord going to take us over there to the land, man. But it started by the way of this truth first. It says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. See, so meaning what? It's ripened. It has ran its course. This place ran its course, man. Once you made Toy Story 5, is it. All these things, like I said, going back to the this devil, he had a certain mission to play out throughout his time he was going to rule. But now we at it. We here now, man. The only thing we waiting on now is pretty much before that destruction, the chip to come, man. And that's the last thing on the list, man. But this man has ran his course. The judgment have reached unto heaven. So meaning what, it has blossomed into its fullness. And that's how we know this is the time right here. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book, Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter, Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. It says, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. See, and guess what? Those seasons changed by the way of the Lord. Setting up rulers and overthrowing them, because that was an actual season. That was a certain vibration on the planet Earth. It was a certain field on the earth when the Egyptians was ruling. It was a certain field on the planet Earth. When the Babylonians, when the Greeks, the Romans. That was a certain season, because it was dictated by certain laws and legislations. You know, and guess what? In this time is a season where the devil got to be in the power. This little season, it tells you in Revelation the 20th chapter, but it happens under these rulerships. That's why it says like I'm gonna read it again. It said, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Yeah, because when the Lord set up these kingdoms, they got an actual purpose to play out. See, the Egyptians just didn't rule just to rule, man. No, the Lord set them up so He can show His power, man. When you actually you read that in Genesis 15th chapter. The Lord told Abraham, there's going to be a nation He's going to set up, to overthrow him, man. And that has always been the case with all these kingdoms. But even within that, they had certain tasks to do within those rulerships. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick and before we go back. Second Ezra 4. Lord, I'm gonna get back to this. Second Ezra 4 and 37. It says, by measure have He measured the times, and by number have He numbered the times. See, so it's a certain measure within that number of times you're gonna fulfill, man. However many years you was ruling, certain things played out within that rulership. That's how you deal with history. You gauge by who was ruling during that time. You say, well, 7 AD, well, you got to go back. It was under the Roman Empire. This happened during the Assyrians. This was going on during the Egyptians under Ramses II. You gauge history about who was ruling during that time, man. But it was a certain measure they feel within the number of years they ruled. That's why I continue on. It says, He doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. See, so within those years, you got a said measure to fulfill, and we here, man. That's why I said the only thing left off this checklist before the destruction comes is this man implementing this chip. And you see, that's what everything is heading towards, this digital currency, which he's going to do it by the way of deception. He's going to try to push it as a convenience. It will prevent fraud theft. You can open the door without, just wave your hand. You can think about Grubhub and it's going to automatically take it off your chip. That's how they're going to package it to you. But that lets you know we here. This man he has ran his course. His time, you can only cup up to the top. You can't fill it up no more than that. And that's what we seeing with the so-called white man. That's why I said he does not move nor stir them until the said measure be filled. That's why you see shit happening. Why? Because it's his time to be moved out the way. So let's get this. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. It says, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. See? Oh, matter of fact, let's get something else. Let's get this real quick. This is the book of Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him. See, who gave him the power? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. The Lord gave this man the power, man. It said, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. See, so as you can see, it was a certain season. When you go back to Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter, you jump down to the 8th verse, it tells there's a time of war, is a time of peace. So it lets you know it was a certain season where war had to be on the planet Earth. And it was going to be under the watch, under the banner, under the rulership of the so-called white man, the Edomites, that red horse that went out. He had a certain task to do, was to cause mayhem on the planet Earth. That was that season for that to happen, man. Oh, it was a time of peace. When Solomon was on the scene, tells you that he has peace on this side of the river, But in this time to come, when Solomon returned, that's our Lord Yahushua. When our Lord Yahushua returned, peace is gonna be on the planet Earth, man. That's the balance, you know. But it was a time, a certain. It was this is that season where war is on the planet Earth. But it's under the watch of this devil. Oh, what was that in America? It tells you America pretty much been at war 93%. You know, out of his whole, this place was planted. You know, it been at war the whole time. That's why you're going to Daniel's. I believe it's Daniel the 7th chapter, dealing with the three horns. You know, this man, he's known for going to war. You know, he's the sword. You know, but that was a certain season where this man was gonna do that. So, just going back, Ecclesiastes 3:2, it says a time to be born and a time to die. See, yeah, America, it was the time America was born. You know, it was a time where this place had to be planted. You know, but it's a time to die, and we here by the way of the certain symptoms. We went to that word symptom. You know, it's an indicator pretty much. Now we seeing, you know, this woman coughing up blood. You know what I mean? Voice all struggling, don't got the strength as they once had. That's a certain symptom to let us know that this place is finna be moved out the way. You got what is sedition among men. You know, they're not regarding the kings or the princes. Those are the sure signs to let us know this reign of terror is about to be over with, man. You know, it says a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. See, and this is that time. Like I said, it's in its fullness. The judgment have reached into the skies. So it has finally blossomed to its fullness. Now it's time to pluck it up. Meaning what? Now it's time for the destruction to come. You know? The destruction is on the way. Only thing we're waiting on now is the chip, man. You know? Which, like I said, everything is really here. Everything is really here. It's just going to come in its perfection, man. And while all hell is about to break loose, it's about to be a major famine upon the land. You know, martial law, race wars, food wars, class wars. You know, you got these people fell apart. You think they was fighting over gas and toilet paper. You know, they're gonna be fighting over the last piece of crust. They're gonna be fighting over the last leather belt. Ain't all that, man. The last baby leg. You know, it's about to get bad here. But we seeing the sure signs of that. That is, you know, we coming to another phase, another chapter. You know, this place is actually fading away. The lust is everything is being taken away. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Ecclesiastes 12. Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, which we're in the beginning of these evils, man. We're in the beginning of it. You know, we're in the beginning of these evils, but it's going to only each day goes by and intensifies, man. You know, it says, but the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh. And they let you know it's a build up. It was a build up to the ultimate, the evil of all evils, man. It was a build up to it. That's why it was those rumors. It was telling that those rumors come in 1 year, and after that another rumor, and violence in the land. You know, and rule against one, you know. So you're gonna have violence. It was a build up to, you know, ultimately these evils to come. Constantly talking about it, you know, and people not acknowledging it. But that's where the shock factor come in. Because when it happened, you take it, man. You know, it says, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, see, because now you can still go to the bar, so to speak, but you got the mask on. You know, as long as you got that mask, or now for you to live, continue in this society, you got to be jabbed out, man. You got to be jabbed all the way out. You know, maskless. You know, but it's gonna get to the point where the devil's going to crunch down on this, man. It's gonna get to this point. These things are gonna be mandatory. You know, and if they don't like that, if they don't want to use the word required or the word compulsory or whatever word they use, which means do it or else, it's gonna get to that point, man. You know, and these people gonna know then that this was all a dream, that they was pretty much living in la la land, that they was pretty much out of touch of reality. You gotta look at it. You used to pretty much, you know, you got being here in this place. You so used to turning on a faucet and water coming out, of flushing your dawn down the toilet. You know, you got an app for anything, any type of lust. You got an app for it. Turn your app on 72 degrees. All that's gonna be soon taken, man. Those pleasures, those just you sitting back and trying to watch LeBron, it's gonna be taken away, man. How much more the food, the water, the power, you know, your basic necessities is gonna be taken away, man. The only thing you gotta hope is that Yahweh shall have mercy on you. But for the others, for the rest of these people, they finished, man. They finished, man. It has ran its course. You know. So let's get this in the book of 2nd Ezra 4 in verse 28. It says, but as concerning the things, let me see. Bear with me. Hold on. All right, yeah, 2nd Ezra 4 and 26. It said, then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteth fast to pass away. See? And this word is hastening fast. If you sin it quickly die, the circling down the drain. Time is going faster. Let's let you know this place is running out the door, man. You know? It says, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. See, we are in that time. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. See those infirmities, those wounds, man. And guess what? Those is our deadly wounds. The words of Yahweh Shem Shai. When the Lord commanded the downfall of this place, hey, that's it. Ain't no turning back. Oh, that's why when you go into and you read Revelation 17 chapter, 16, when the angel poured out that 7 vial, he said, it is done. You couldn't go back. You couldn't call the hit off once the bullet go out the chamber. Oh, that's why I tell you that shall arrow be turned back of a strong archer. No, the Lord, when he sent this word out, that was it, man. You know, that was the count. We started with Yahweh Shai when he was born. You know, that was the countdown. But now we at the final seconds of this thing, the last few breaths of America. This bitch got 2 breaths left. The last, you know what I mean? And that's it, man. You know? But it's full of infirmities. It's this wound. It's by the way this word. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of 2nd Ezra 16. And then we'll go back to 2nd Ezra 16. And I start at 1. It says, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. See? And these are death threats from Yahweh Shem Shai. You know? It says, gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, but wail your children and be sorry. See? So meaning what? The Lord is telling you, get prepared to be in a state of mourning. Get prepared to suffer losses, to be crying and sobbing, you know, and all, you know, pretty much be at a lower state. Because it says, for your destruction is at hand, see? And so pretty much this message is telling you people, you're going to die, man. You Americans, the ones that subscribe to this system. You know, because you ain't a patriot. You ain't got to have a damn American flag flying out your house for you to be destroyed with this place. If you need this place to continue, you know, to accomplish any goals, you got anything to accomplish here in America, you're going to die with it. If you need America to continue for some type of lust, you're going to die with it. So, meaning you get ready for mourning. You get ready to see your loved ones get their head blown off of. You suffer those things to see your little ones real touching. That's what the Lord is saying. Get ready for that. And these are death threats from Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? See? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? See? And that lets you know it's a build-up, because this word is also known as a sword and also fire as well. Because we actually throwing out, you know, by the way this word is cutting you, is devouring you people, you know. But also it's going to actually physically manifest when the sword comes by the way of Esau, which that's going to actually grow into those missiles, into the laser beams, you know. with their fire. You know, you might have riots, people actually burning down whole cities. You know, a nigga actually cooking another nigga on the grill. That's part of the fire sent on you. But ultimately, going back, it's gonna go back to those missiles, man. That fire. Oh, the chariots as well, man. You know, but this word is gonna grow into its perfection of the sword and of the fire, man. But it starts by the way of this word. You know, it says, "Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?" See, so the Lord is letting known that when these plagues are sent to kill, it's not a slap on the wrist. It's not so the so-called white man can be a rehabilitator and give us reparations. No, it's to wipe all this shit out. Because you can't vote nobody in to try to help this place out. You get more black businesses here in America. It's going to make things better. No, it just got to be destroyed, man. It just got to be destroyed, which we see it. We see everything is leading to that. You know, it says, matter of fact, let me continue on. It says, "May any man drive away and hunger and lying in the wood? See? Or may anyone quench fire in the stubble when it have begun to burn?" See, and it began to burn. That spark was by the way of his word. That's why it tells you that great fear fell upon them, man. Because they understand the magnitude of the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. The words of the Lord is commandments, man. Remember the scripture call it commandments. That's the scriptures in its entirety and precepts. Because everything that's within this book it happened and it's going to happen. You know, even the scenarios that played out back then, they're going to actually play out again, man. You know, it says, "The mighty Lord like you." Verse 7, it says, "May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer." So the Lord is not going to call this hit off, man. It has already begun. The Lord is strategically destroying America as of right now. America's actually in the process of being destroyed. You go into the what it is, the looking at that money, you know, the U.S. debt clock. That's actually showing these places. Hey, that's the Lord showing their shame as well, man. Destroying the coverings of this devil. You know, the lies. We actually seeing the very pillars that upheld this place, the very things that helped this devil, had this devil continue to maintain, you know, his power, is being taken away. It's being destructured. Oh, matter, it tells you that even a song place is going to appear unsung. That's just like taking a thread little by little, and once you pull that last thread, the whole garment is going to fall apart. Whatever you got on, that last thread, you're going to be totally naked, man. And we seeing it now, you know. But the Lord is not going to call this hit off, man. It says, "The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?" See? And all these are question marks at the end of it. Why? Because there ain't going to be nobody that's going to prosper against Yahweh Shema Shah and you know, go against the Lord and prosper, man. It tells you that who have hardened itself and have prospered against the Lord, man. So this is not, you know, this nigga's the proudest of all beasts. He gonna get the worst ass, you know, a hard head make a soft ass, man. And he the most hard-headed nigga, man. So you don't think he's gonna get a hell of an ass whooping by these series of plagues, you know, and ultimately just put out a misery by the way of this fire? This is what's gonna go down. Which we, like I said, we here, man. We in the beginning state. It ain't like this is about to happen. We actually in the midst of it. You know, we actually in the midst of these prophecies, man. It's just gonna intensify. And that's when reality is gonna set in for a lot of Americans, you know, Babylonians. So let's go back to 2 Ezra 4 in verse 28. It says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown." See? So it had to be planted. America had to be planted. You know, but now we have seen it blossom into this Green Bay tree, where it pretty much shadows the world, tells you gross darkness cover the people, man. You know, this the hub right here in America. This is the source. This is the root of the wickedness, man. You know, But it says the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. So that lets you know that's ultimately where it's going to lead to, is this being destroyed. Just how like the Lord set up Egypt, just so he can overthrow it. But that's why America gonna be like that. That's why it's on the other side of the world, so you can look at it from afar and be like, But this is the venue the Lord have chosen to show His power, man. Even though judgment is gonna go out on a global scale, but this judgment right here in America, you're gonna know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's why I tell you that in the book of Jeremiah, the 16th chapter. The Lord lived that brought up the children out of the land of the north, because people, you can acknowledge what happened to Egypt, but they always forget who did it to Egypt. When this time, when you say, before you say anything, you're gonna utter the names Yahweh, Yahweh, then he destroyed America. So people, they talk about Egypt, what happened to Egypt, but they always forget who did it to Egypt. And this time you're gonna know who did it to the modern Egypt. Yahweh Shemel. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. See? So pretty much this, before the kingdom come, this place got to be destroyed. It got to. That's that old saying, this town ain't big enough for the two of us. But that's what you read in Lazarus and the Rich Man, that great gulf was fixed. When we saying now this man has reached his end. He coming to his end of the road now. He see that dead end, and that was 10 miles back. But this nigga still, he think he gonna add an extra second, to his rulership. Which all these things this man is doing is really an act of desperation. It's an act of desperation, man, because he understands, he see that is a boundary ahead. He see that it's an obstacle he can't get past. But knowing this stiff-headed nigga, Esau Edom, so-called white man. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get it. Jeremiah 5 and verse 22. Fear ye not me, saith the Lord. See? Will ye not tremble at my presence? And that's really the prophets on the scene, man. What's it? When you see the prophets coming out, you should be trembling, man. Give you an example of that when you read 1 Samuel the 16th chapter. It said the elders of the town, because the elders of the town trembled when they seen Samuel coming. Asking, they ask, comest thou peaceably? Because they understand when the prophet come forth, 9 times out of 10 is dealing with a message of horrific judgment. Even when you want to go into, certain chapters dealing with the kingdom, but you read a chapter before that, it tells you how it had to be destruction. Like we just read in 2nd Esdras. If for the kingdom to come, the destruction got to take place first, But you supposed to tremble at the presence of the prophets. And then this devil have. But if his stiff-neckedness, that's a word. Going back to Lazarus and the rich man, the Lord honored this man by the way of having Moses and the prophets come forth. Even the one that rose from the dead. We was dead at one point, spiritually, from the neck up, man. And we rose from the dead and told him and broke it down to him. But he's stiff-hearted, which he was set up to be like that. It tells you, let favor be showed to the wicked. Yeah, he's not going to learn righteousness. That's this man, It says, will you not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree? See? That's why you got a thing called the sands of time. It said that it cannot pass it, see? So the sea is not going to pass that boundary, because it was decreed by Yahweh Shema, and that's by the way of these rulerships. You go to the Babylonian Empire, at the end of that, it was the writing on the wall telling this place is this kingdom is numbered and it's finished, man. And it has been given unto the Persians and Medes. Well, guess what? You see them writing on the wall now. By the way, these videos, America is finished, and the power is gonna go to the Israelites, spearheaded by our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Which it tells you the Lord, when he come back, he's gonna actually purge out this really, the Lord's kingdom, man. Meaning pretty much ain't nobody really acknowledging the true powers of heavens and earth, because they're acknowledging the Lord in the heavens, but they ain't acknowledging the Lord on the earth, man. It's gonna be a time where when our Lord Yahweh returns, they're gonna acknowledge, they're gonna know then. And that's why I said he's gonna purge out of his kingdom. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Just to bad that up. I think that's Matthew 13. All that offend. Let me see. Bear with me. Bear with me. I probably can't find it. But it tells you the Lord is going to purge out the ones that all that offend, man. Out of his kingdom. Let's see. Bear with me. Let me see if I can find it. One more again. Yeah, this is it. Slakia. This is the book of St. Matthew 13 and verse 41. It said, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Oh, and they let you know that furnace of fire is here in America. And you people gonna still be alive, man. That's not gonna be a swift death. That's not going to be a swift death, man. Because it tells you that those that die by the sword is better than they that die by the famine, man. And it lets you know it's different levels of death. It's different levels of death. So you don't think when that ultimate form of judgment comes, you don't think you're going to just, that's why it's known as the second death. The flood, that was a horrific, you died. That's a horrific way to die. So when you drown. You ever seen like a drowning victim? They all bloated. They eyes down there popped out of their sockets. But have you ever seen a burn victim? Now imagine that with your spirit being continuing in you, man. So that's what's about to take place in this time. And it's a guarantee you get a ticket for that if you take that chip, man. So like you. It's a guarantee if you take that chip that you're gonna die, man. So matter of fact, let's because like I said, everything has ran its course. This place is finished, man. Everything has ran its course. So matter of fact, going back to that lake of fire, because everything is now ripe. This is the book of Revelations 14. And verse 17. It said, and another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And when you go into that sickle, pretty much that's a farming tool. And that tool is its season when it comes out is when everything is ripened. See, you don't pull out the pliers when you need a screwdriver. Everything is in its season, man. So we in the season now where this destruction is about to take place. Why? Because this place has blossomed into its fullness, into its ultimate. The Lord said this is going to be the wickedest place ever erected. It has lived up to it, man. And that final step is when this man actually try to play the Most High and implement that chip. And we seeing the sure signs of this. It says, and another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire. See? And cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. See? It has reached its fullness in its maturity. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. Where's that winepress? Here in America. This is where that ultimate destruction is going to take place. This land. Oh, Going back to 2nd, 4th chapter, the land, if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, this that place right here, man. This that place, man. Like I said, it's gonna happen on the judgment. Gonna happen on the globe. The judgment gonna happen globally, but it's gonna be somewhere you're gonna ask. You're gonna say, "Oh, that's Lord hit that for real," which is gonna be here in America, man. But we see the signs. Ain't like you shoot from the hip and you just reading scripture and just hoping that it's an article come out. No, it's actually an article and everything backing up the scripture. See, scripture ain't got scripture stand alone, and we actually seeing the words now. We actually seeing the words of Yahweh Shema Shai playing out, man. So matter of fact, I'm gonna end off on this. Let's get this 2 Ezra 9:1. It said he answered me then and said, matter of fact, let me jump down. Let me go back to 2 Ezra 8 and let me get the bottom of it. 2 Ezra 8 and 62. It said, these things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. See? And the Lord have revealed this unto us, man. He have opened our eyes to what's going on. We not docile or oblivious to what's taking place on the planet Earth. Because a nigga, he's so boxed in, he just worried about what's taking place on the block. Or you might have a nigga step it up and see what's going on in the city, your city. You know what I mean? But the Lord had opened our eyes to look at the things and consider what's taking place throughout the planet Earth, man. And how pretty much the scriptures are narrating it. It says, then answered I and said, behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders, which is the prophecies, which thou wilt begin to do in the last times, but at what time thou hast not showed me. But guess what? We got it in this time. This is the season. Oh, that's why you read in Apostle Paul said, you have no need I write unto you. We know what season we in. Going back to that word, that season again, just the feel in the air. You know what's going on. That we coming to another transition of power. Like it wasn't like America was here forever. It was a kingdom before America. It was a kingdom before the Romans, the Greeks, before the Babylonians. But as you can see, what it said, no, not this old, since man placed on the earth, what the triumph, pretty much, guess what? Kingdoms rise and fall. And it's not gonna be no different with America. But the next kingdom that's about to be established is gonna be forever, man. That's that season where righteousness is gonna dwell, where peace is gonna happen, man. And there ain't gonna be no need to be uprooted. Unlike this, that's why this place is gonna get a violent uprooting by the way of this destruction, man. So it says, I'm gonna read this again. It said, behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders which thou began to do in the last times, but at what time thou hast not showed me. Now let's go 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how we measuring the time? Through the precepts. Do 2021 line up with Revelation 13 and 16? Yes, it do. Because you actually got things called Neuralink. You got chipping parties. You actually got with country of Sweden down there. Over 90% of those people have been chipped. This digital currency, you got Bitcoin. Pretty much that physical cash is being moved out the way. So we seeing the precepts is actually not. Oh, World War III. Tell you the second world paid it. Behold, the third world coming quickly. The arrows, the chariots. But we see all these things. What is it? St. Matthew 24. The famines, the pestilences, the wars and rumors of wars. Those are the things we were supposed to gauge in time and see is just lining up. Over to in Luke 21, signs in the sun, the moon, and in the earth. All these things happening simultaneous. So that lets you know we in that time. Because it's lining up with the precepts. It's making too much sense now. Oh, matter of fact, let's get something real quick. Daniel 12:4. It says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book. See, because it was a point in time where this book was hidden. Yeah, you can read Psalms 23, but now even in that, we know the fullness of that. You know, motherfucker had Psalms 23 on, and they can quote it, but they don't really know the true understanding of it. So how much more Joel 2, uh, Isaiah 34, Jeremiah 49, 50, 51, and all these other prophetic scriptures, how much more that was sealed, you know? But now those seals have been loosened, man. They have been revealed, you know. It says, but thou ordained shut up the words and seal the book, which the words are still sealed to the who the Lord shut their eyes to, man. Tell that they should not be converted in. It's because it's an angel that actually set up to blind Jake, man. You know. But you got the Holy Spirit that actually, the Spirit of truth, He's going to teach us all things. Spirit Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that actually open us up to this word, man. You know, able to comprehend and have men convey certain things to, and we understand it. That's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua opening the seals unto us, man. You know. So it says, but thou ordained shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. See, because it was going to only make sense at the end. So you can go, like I said, going back to Joel, the second chapter, you can actually go into it and say, okay, yeah, now I know what it, Revelations, the book of Revelation. It is being made manifest because this was the time where it was supposed to be read. You know. If I say just going back to Revelation 11 chapter, 9, Revelation 9, dealing with the locusts, that's the best way they can break down the airplane, But now you can see it makes sense. Oh, yeah, if you only thing you can go out, yeah, it was a locust, man. For the scorpion, because it makes sense, because it was gonna be a point of time where it was gonna actually make sense, and this is that time. That's how we know we're at the end, man. It said, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. See, and that lets you know that this man had the technology had to increase, so this judgment can be like no other, man. You got the jumping chariots. Yeah, how was going to be a war in heaven? Lord set this man up so it can be a good fight. So this knowledge, everything had to come into it. It was a build up to this, man. And we in that time, the build up to the end, the build up to the destruction of America, man. So let's go back, 2 9 and 1. It said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that there is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. See, so you start seeing these things, you like, oh, the book of Jeremiah say the same thing. What's playing out on planet Earth, because the scriptures is actually narrowing what's taking place on the earth, and it was gonna be a time where it was gonna be decreed, and that's why you got the prophets, man. It was gonna be a time where it was gonna be decreed, then it was gonna take place, and that's what you see now. We decreeing the destruction of America. Oh, it tells you that it tells you what it says. Gather yourselves together, O children not desired, before the decree come forth, before the day chas as before the day pass as the chaff, So let you know this destruction is being decreed before ultimately it plays out, and we seeing it now, man. We seeing the signs. We seeing the signs, man. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand. See, so man, it's gonna be very well clear when you seeing these events play out on the planet Earth. The events of season and time, too. That was Psalm the 8th chapter. But you gotta have the attribute of wisdom to see these things. The prescription of wisdom to see these things, man. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. See, so like I said, if you see somebody coughing up blood, most likely this motherfucker suffering from eternal bleeding. He about to die. But that's what we see with America. The status of the so-called white man and his power structure is finished, man. Ain't nothing else to it. You can't vote nobody else in. You can't have more black businesses or come up with a black dollar. Even in that, just saying is a dollar, let you know you stuck here in America. This place got to be destroyed. And we seeing, the end is manifest. It says, um, even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works. See, because it ain't nothing emphatic about you planting a seed. Ain't nothing ain't no splash. You ain't really getting no splash when you plant a seed. You ain't getting no. It's a plain beginning, but it says and endings and effects and signs. See, so the splash is when it fully blossoms, when it fully manifests. When it runs its course, when it comes to its perfection, and that's where we at with this right here. We at the end of the so-called white man system, and we about to see the violent overthrow of this place. So yeah, I just hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakha Kudash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I like to say Shalom to the elect that sees word on true faith and sincerity. DTA, Abad Babal. Soon. Very soon.